I wanted to do a video after I moved into my new offices because the lighting here is much better than the old offices, and there were some videos that I was trying to make, but missed out on them. Anyhow, lately I've been watching a lot of these Curiosity rover pictures, and I've been visiting a lot of Mars anomaly sites, and you could only visit so many of them, and after a while you look at these pictures, you will come to the conclusion that there must have been some intelligent beings in Mars. There is so many geometric shapes and figures, and the ruins have subdivisions that look like it was a city divided up. There just is overwhelming amount of evidence and pictures that there was a civilization on Mars, and I don't know how NASA does not want to take credit for all this. That's really dumb. I guess U.S. government is just a bunch of bureaucrats. They have no imagination, or they already have a division that's working on these things. I don't know, but what I was looking at, there just is so much evidence, so many geometric shapes, so many stuff that looks like bottles or engines or pipes or subdivisions on the city or steps, or like it's unbelievable. I mean, you just have to go and visit these sites, and you will come to the same conclusion that I came to. And I have titled this video "The Ruins of Mars," and I had another video that was called "The Visions of Mars," and in that video I mentioned that the Sufi master Shah Masood has said that Mars did have civilizations, and they were pretty advanced, and towards the end, when the climate had changed, they made these satellites that focus the sun or the energy of the sun to warm themselves up. I saw another scientist that had such plans, but he was thinking of using the mirrors to focus sun's energy into a device that would generate microwave and then send the microwave down to Earth to be converted to electricity. I don't know what the Martians had done, but I was looking at the Martian anomaly pictures on Google, and there is so many images, and an image of a certain creature keeps popping up, and there is more than a few this creature, he looks like he or she has a snout, and it comes out and it has like a hookish kind of it's like an eagle. It hooks in, the bottom is short, the top is like hookish, comes down, and the brain is big, but it's not protruding up, it's protruding back. And I saw so many images of this creature. I think that's what the Martians look like, and this image keeps coming up in different forms and shapes, and you should check it out and see if you can spot it. The Sufi master Nader Shah, which is the son of the Sufi master Shah Masood, has said that in the future humanity will trifurcate, or will come into three different groups. One would be the people who will remain on the surface, and the other one will be the people who will go into space. There'll be the spacer nations, and then a third group will migrate into the inner side of the earth, and they become the miners. They'll dig out for resources. Well, I was wondering if the Martian civilization was so advanced, maybe some have migrated inside the Mars, and I mean this is pure speculation that there might be internal city inside Mars, and I saw a Mars anomaly video that it showed a pipe, and there was something was moving inside the pipe. There were some other Mars anomaly pictures that showed like worms. I mean, there were a sequence of pictures you could see something moved in there, and there was another picture, 2 or 3 videos showing creatures that had survived the surface. I don't know. I do believe my eyes to some extent, and I think that there might be some mites or rodents that have survived the harsh conditions on the surface. I don't know what happened to the spacers of Mars. There were other videos discussing the fact that many scientists thought that Phobos was an artificial satellite because it's mostly empty, or a third of it is empty, and I don't know about Deimos, but I don't know if there is underground cities or creatures that live underneath. But if you keep looking at enough of these anomalies pictures on Mars, you will come to the same image of the typical Martian would look like. It shows up in several anomalies. You can kind of get a picture of it. I think that this civilization that was ruined is about at least 2 or 3 billion years older than our civilization, and the fact that the NASA and many scientists, they don't want to look at these images or make any conclusions. It shows a certain chauvinism that the white, most scientists that work for NASA are white. They think of themselves as highly special people, that the universe could not create anything like them, and so they are the only ones, and they are alone in the universe, or maybe they are alone in their own heads. Anyhow, I believe there is just an overwhelming amount of evidence showing that there is life on Mars, and there was more advanced life in the past, and we should check out what may be underground. But one of the images that was very strange was showed that in the middle of the night, in the dark, there was a light coming out of the ground somewhere. I mean, I would have investigated. I don't know how NASA did not take the time to. I don't know. Maybe somebody left the light on for somebody on the surface. I find this very interesting. The other thing is, I think that instead of waging all these wars against Muslim countries, United States should spend $1 trillion or $2 to build the spaceships to go and colonize Mars, because it could be a great bonanza for research. And I saw some anomalies, pictures that showed even signs and writings that could have been left on them. It would be really interesting. Another area of research that would be great would be to collect the genetic material of these Martians and see if they could be recreated, or if there is some living specimen, or where did their where did they go? If they had a space technology, they should have at least tried to get away. There was there was a stone or something like a stone that they showed the on the surface of the Mars. Okay, it shows the continents of Earth's continents, but they are like as if they were in 2-3 billion years ago. Africa is like as if Earth was 2-3 billion years ago. Just go in there and look for it. That is amazing. I mean, that is something that's like a dating of civilization. I would say this civilization was like at least 2 billion or 3 billion years ago, and I mean, too many things in there that are totally geometrically organized and constructed. They are artificial. There is no doubt in my personal mind that there was an intelligent creature that had made those things. I would pursue this topic, and I find it intensely interesting. I also do not think that humanity or us humans or us I don't know I dare myself call myself white, but I'm kind of a shade of white. I don't think we are anything special. The universe is infinitely capable, and it can create many creatures that are as intelligent or more intelligent. Um, there was a discussion. I spent some time with one of the top teachers of the Sufi school. He was the top student of the Sufi master Shah Maksud, and a lot of students were asking him, these some of these animals are going extinct, and we should try to bring them back or prevent them from going to extinction. And he said that Mr. Kasravi, that was his name, and he said that they brought these questions to the Sufi master Shah Maksud, and he said that I'll quote you the exact Persian words, that tabiat is hamishe wajid ast, which means like the nature is infinitely capable, infinitely possessor of infinite knowledge and infinite capabilities and talents, and there is no end. And just these anomalies and the creature that emerges from all this, I've seen it in many different anomalies. It just proves that there were other civilizations, and nature is totally capable of creating many other civilizations and creatures. We are totally not special. Other theory I have is that we are a simulation of nature, and nature wants to experience itself through our consciousness and see how things go. But all of this is kind of a speculation. But at this point, after seeing all these anomalies, I don't think these will remain as speculations. They will be more like science. And I think that the U.S. government squandered a tremendous amount of its money in trying to destroy foreign countries. If we had spent those monies in building Super Collider 2.0, and also colonize Mars or do archaeology for Mars, we would not only spend the money the right way, and ordinary people will benefit in one form or another, but also it's a great research areas. I mean, just imagine 10 years down the road we'll have classes that are called Martian archaeology, Martian genetics, and these are so exciting. These are so interesting, and it does not matter if the civilization that we have here, the Western civilization, and all the crap that they do, it goes to waste or becomes another form of archaeology, because as the Sufi master said, nature is infinitely talented, infinitely wise, and will create something much better. I leave you with a verse from Quran that said that if God wanted from you yourself, from your generation, will create something better. Okay, well, thank you for watching my videos, and please hit the like button. Okay, see you later.